Hello, this is wmpyr. It's just been one of those nights or one of those weeks where I've kind of been like an insomniac, having a hard time sleeping, and it's taking a toll on me. It's pretty rough. But I've been watching a whole lot of street fight videos on YouTube, and it's been very interesting. I'm trying my best to learn from them. It's totally different from watching a professional fight. Two athletes that are at a very, very high level. They have tons of skill. They're used to fighting. It's a career for them. It's a job for them. It's totally different from that. And the interesting thing that I like to share with you that maybe a lot of people may not realize is that in a street fight, it's basically two people that they feel that they're tough, and they both agreed to find out who's tougher. So they're trying to find out, right, who's the tougher person, and they're going at it. So in that kind of scenario, that's kind of like in a way a low level sporting match. It is a match, even though it's not official. These people aren't professional. They're not even amateur. But so in that sense, it's similar. And then you might go, well, that's totally different. A street fight, because it's two people agreeing to fight each other, is totally different from a self-defense situation where it's like you're jogging or running in the park at hopefully not at night, but you're running and then you get attacked or something. That's a totally different situation. Is probably what a lot of people think. But let's think of it this way, okay? We're in a street fight where you've agreed to fight this other person and you're both duking it out, right? There may be a situation where the other person gets an advantage on you and they really start attacking you. Like they see an opening and they start coming after you big time, and now you're in a very, very bad situation, okay? So in that scenario, now it's turned into a self-defense situation. You got to defend yourself now. So what I'm trying to say is within a street fight, a self-defense situation may occur. Just the same as within a sporting match, there can be a situation where one of the athletes, one of the competitors needs to defend themselves. So there is self-defense moments within a match. So that's what I want to say. So in that case, what I'm trying to say is that there are some, even from a self-defense perspective, there can be some very valuable info that you can learn from watching these street fights on YouTube. And one of the things that I also recommend is if you do watch them, it's very easy to criticize and go, man, these people, they don't know how to fight. They don't have any skill. They're just going at it. They don't even have strategy. They really don't know what they're doing. They're just brawling. Okay, it's very easy to dismiss these people that way. But instead, I implore you to look at it and try to see what are these people doing that's right, that's good. Because chances are, if these people can do it, if you're ever in a street altercation, hopefully not from road rage or something, but if you ever find yourself in a street fight, chances are, if these people can do it, your opponent right there on the spot is probably going to be able to do some of those things too. So you're going to have to be able to match that, if not do better. So it's important to know what can a regular person who's not a professional fighter, but maybe tougher than normal, this person what can they do? What can they bring to the table? It's good to know their capabilities. And so from what I saw, I was quite impressed. I know some of these people have zero grappling experience, wrestling experience. They're not grapplers. They don't know how to ground fight. It's just instinct. However, I saw some really impressive stuff where I was like, if you went to a grappling school, you would have probably been a competitive grappler. You're doing stuff that normally it takes the average person months and months to learn. You're already doing it. So you would be surprised. And same with the punching, the people that like to punch. I saw some stuff that not everyone was just throwing big old haymakers. Some people were doing a really good job keeping more of their shots closer and crisper without making these huge haymakers all the time, which is going to be a lot slower, make you lose your balance and things like that. And they were a lot tighter throwing punches, and then when they were attacked, they defended like this rather than trying to defend, with big arm movements where they leave themselves open. So I saw a lot of good things like that. I also saw things that, I'm not going to say that they did bad. It's more so that things that could be improved upon. So once they hit the ground, actually this one person was using knee on the stomach pretty well. And I know they have zero BJJ experience. They don't know how to ground fight and whatnot. But whereas to a lot of other people, when they try to use the knee onto the other person, they drop the knee, they really overdo it. So a lot of times they fall over and they both end up on the ground. Whereas if you do it properly, you use your knee on them and you're not going to fall over. You're pinning them with your knee. So, but yeah, from there, I saw some people, they didn't know what to do other than just keep swinging like this and using their hand kind of like as a mace, and that could damage your hand. Whereas they could have been using elbows, and even if you didn't feel like you could totally use elbows, there's forearm shots and stuff that you could do. There's even just grinding type moves that you could do. And the elbows, I didn't see a whole lot of. I actually saw some knees, which were devastating. Some people were really, really hurt from those knees. But the elbows, I guess it's a pretty awkward weapon for a lot of people. So that just like almost encourages me to get even more comfortable with the elbows. I feel pretty comfortable with the elbows, but to make it even more so, almost to the point where I almost want to specialize in elbows to a certain extent. So anyway, just wanted to share my 2 cents there. Thank you for listening, and take care, folks.